if someone says you're weird, the correct response is,
you bet your bottom I am. Although I would say that I would not tell my kids to say that because then they'd sound like they were from the 1930s and that would cause more problems. But
yeah, they need a little like cigar. You're bottom. If they said it that way, maybe.
Yeah, like the baby in the baby carriage with the cigar. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so you guys know each other now. Beck, if the three of you were going on a road trip together in real life, who's driving? Who is controlling the music, and who is asking to stop at every roadside attraction?
Roadside attraction, Maya's driving, and Abby's playing the music. Wait, actually, no. I take it back. Maya's playing the music.
Maya's playing the music.
Maya's playing the music.
I think Abby might be driving.
I think Abby, well.
You want to be driving? I don't want to drive. I'm just letting you guys know I don't want to.
I think your music, Maya.
I would be one of the other two, maybe. I would drive. I could be at the wheel. I could take it.
Yeah. Okay.
Take the wheel.
Abbi, I don't know if this is your case. It certainly is for me. There are lots of things that when I was growing up completely mortified me about my family. But now I look back and think that was actually pretty cool. And I'm glad we did that. Was there something in your life now that in retrospect you go, yeah, we nailed it with that one?
I mean, my dad, I just immediately went to this thing. My dad did the best. I'm going to make this real quick. After we would go to a pool in the summer and he would show up after work and he walked into, it was like a swim club kind of vibe. And he walked he was in a full like business suit from work and all the kids were in the pool and he like faked a fall and fell in the pool, like for all the kids' benefit. And at the time I was like, it was like so embarrassed. And I was like, that's the raddest move. It was so funny. That's it.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Talk about committing to a bit.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Of course, this movie has such a great script and it's such original storytelling. But Maya, was it the chance to be in a film with Doug the Pug that really sold you on this project?
I'm not going to lie. That was a very large part of the draw for my children when they found out about the movie. They didn't ask me any other questions other than what's Doug the Pug like. I had to break. I did not actively work with Doug the Pug directly. I think they were pretty devastated by that, but they weren't interested in anything else until they saw the movie. Then they saw the movie. The Doug the Pug questions dissipated. They didn't go away. But yeah, that's a big phenomenon.
It is wild. And yet you watch this movie and you can see why. I mean, he's back here. I guess I can't do it on the opposite side of the fence, but so cute.
There he is. Hi, Monchi.
Show of hands, who else feels like it was a really good idea to show once and for all that Furbies are probably the most disturbing toy that has ever been invented?
Oh, very disturbing. Yeah. I'm with that. Yeah.
So disturbing, right?
They're little like gremlins, right? You're like, yeah.
Yeah, after they ate after midnight.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would not be good.
What do you? Mogwai, not the
Mogwai.
Right.
No. What do you hope that families get out of this watching together?
I think something along the lines of I learned to give each other a break a little bit and know that everybody loves each other and we're all just trying to spend time with each other and have fun as a family, and to try to understand where the other family members are coming from.
Well, first, can I just say thank you for Gravity Falls. Oh my God, we loved it as a family. We even watched like the finale when it was on kind of prime time with our kids.
Cool. So that's great.
And this felt like it brought in so many elements of that sophisticated humor and sort of imperfect perfection in this movie. So I just absolutely loved it. There's also a couple of really quick Seattle connections that I just had to touch on first. Chris Miller is from right outside Seattle.
Totally. We love
Fantastic.
Chris. The best.
And then Chrissy Teigen also came from just outside Seattle.
Yeah, and she's awesome.
Amazing casting for that. I mean, did you write the Posies with John Legend and Chrissy Teigen in mind? Because I feel like it is their Instagram.
I wish I could say that we were smart enough to do that, but we were. No, I think, but it was. They are so perfect, and it's like they appear perfect, but they're also so funny and so sweet. And it was like the recording session with them was like one of our most fun ones. And they were like coming up with jokes and stuff. And John Legend sang and stuff. And I was like, this is amazing. That was like the day that I really felt like I was like, we're really making a movie here, huh?
Can you talk a little bit about the mixed media aspects of this animation? Because it's just so original. I've never really seen anything like this before.
Yeah, no, we wanted, like, Katie Mitchell, the main character, is like is a filmmaker herself. So we basically we got excited about that. It just as because we're like just like film students that somehow fell our way into a big budget animated movie, and we're like, you're gonna let us do it? All right, here we go. So we do have those impulses, but also just on a story level, like the reason it worked and it's not just random is because she's a filmmaker, and it sort of interestingly allowed us to sort of be closer to her as a character and sort of get more of her perspective in the movie. So even if she wasn't talking, she sees Rick talking and he has her dad talking and he has devil horns or something because she doesn't know what he's saying or whatever. And it lets you sort of see her attitude, but in a sort of fun, creative way. Because sometimes, when people are fighting or something, it could come off as like, just like you're like, ugh, just watching people arguing. But if you're sort of arguing in a creative way, it's sort of like more fun to watch and speaks to the character more. So the mixed media stuff, even though it was like fun for us, it also allowed us to get to know Katie better as a character, which is why it like ended up in the movie and not just as an idea on a whiteboard.
I do love the script for this film so much too. I mean, there are just so many little lines that I think I will keep coming back to. Like I loved, can't we all just be terrified together as a family? Why can't this just work for us? Did you draw any actual words or conversations from real life, or was this all just, how can we make this funny?
No, I mean, it was honestly, a ton of it is from real life. Like my mom is sort of this like, peacekeeper that will do anything to keep the family together. And my dad is sort of this nature loving, he's like very sweet, but he's like, I don't really know how to connect, but I've got good intentions, and I was this like little artist goofball, but I was also like an obsessive little kid. And my co-writer, speaking to the script, my co-writer, Jeff Rowe, who is amazing, fully wrote half of it and put so much of his own, sort of experiences and, love into it. But like a lot of the movie is just sort of like situations that we've been in, or like, where your mom is, even though she's yelling at you, she's still trying to bring you together. She's like, look, look, I know things are bad, but like, let's, she's always trying to sort of like get us together, even if it's, a horrible situation. So we took those attitudes, even if they weren't really lines from our lives.
And Maya Rudolph, man, could you pick anyone more perfect to play Linda Mitchell?
She's so good. She's also like, it's just like this like wellspring of talent, like where she's doing improv and she's funnier than anybody in the room. And she's also like, when she like brings it down and it's like acting time, you're like, what's happening? Are we having a moment here? And she's also, she can sing, and she's super smart and like personable. So it was awesome to have her be the mom. And she's like newly a mom, and she's sort of like dealing with that stuff. So I think that stuff is like, she has easy access to it,
Right, from the heart. Well, thank you so much. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm now going to force my entire family to watch it with me because my kids are getting a little older, but I can still force them to do things while they live here. But they'll love it too. I know they will.
That's great. I'm so glad to hear you liked it. And,
all right, you take care. Best of luck. And I loved your Instagram when you saw the billboard and went a little crazy as you should.
Yeah, I'm
celebrate it, man.
But yeah, thank you.
Okay, you take care. Bye-bye.